Boom. Made it. Finally made it. Super exhausted. I thought I was gonna have a lot to say when I got here, but the ride, tiring, the view, priceless. What is going on? Selamat pagi, which just means good morning here in Indonesia. And what you're about to watch today, this is like, I like to call these the lost vlogs. So one thing you need to know is I shoot a lot of video all the time. Like there's days when I start, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna kind of film what I'm doing today, but it doesn't really go with anything. So I kind of put all that footage into like a vault. And I'm like, on a day when I just want to sit down and share or create and really challenge myself to put it into a story, I'll put that video out. And I have a lot of videos like this. And today I'm gonna take you, we're gonna go somewhere. We're gonna go from the southern part of Bali. I'm talking so fast, I'm excited. We're gonna go from the southern part of Bali in Uluwatu to the middle part of Bali to a place called Sanggiri. Now, if you've been to Bali, then you'll know of an area called Jatiluwe. These are all the big rice fields. It's where a lot of people go, a lot of tourists go, bules go, this is what they call us. And we kind of go there. Sanggiri is like a glamping place. So we're gonna go glamping. I know a lot of you guys are inside and can't really maybe go out, or you wanna be here and you can't really. I'm hoping that this brings you that feeling. Because kind of everything that we do is so we can have a feeling at the end. The reason why people want to travel is because travel brings you a feeling. The reason why people want money is because they believe money will bring them a feeling. So what I'm hoping is that I can kind of insert a feeling for you today of kind of being here, glamping, and this is kind of like lost footage that I just wasn't going to do anything with, and I decided today to put it together like a puzzle. But one thing that's really important before you guys get to see what's going on here today is I give a special thank you to Jonathan Gibson. Jonathan, if you're watching this, I'd like to welcome you to the inner circle family. Jonathan just signed up to be on Patreon. You're the newest member of Patreon. If you guys don't know, people on Patreon and the YouTube members, believe it or not, even if you just watch it for fun, there's a lot of people who keep this going and support me to get all types of things that I could show you some of this stuff. For example, like I had to get a new computer, doing a lot of different things, and having you all support. I just want to thank you so much. So Jonathan, I want to welcome you. Welcome to our little inner circle, and everyone in Patreon. There'll be some live sessions coming soon to interact with me, and YouTube members as well. If you want more information, that's all linked below. But I wanted to welcome you. I got to do more welcomes like this instead of putting it at the end of the video. But today, we're going on a road trip. We're going on a road trip to a place called Sanggiri to go glamping. And what you're going to see, I look a little bit different. This was way before I did Life Mastery with all the health and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, enjoy today and enjoy glamping here in Bali. Good girl. Our dog loves to run the hills. Come on. You know, one of my favorite things is we're kind of often really off the beaten path, away from the tourists. And this is like, shows you how much the Balinese, how friendly they are. It's like the further you go from the tourist sides, it seems like the more friendly the people are. Like there's just huge smiles. Kind of reminds me, we kind of feel like it's the big cities that's the places to go. And I think now with tourism, how it's going to change, especially in 2021, 2022, is it's going to be the small cities that never had tourists people are gonna do more, not vacations to get away, but truly get away. Be away from the people, have little getaways, and you're gonna realize the best getaways where the people are sometimes the more friendly, more interested, and more excited to see you is when you go to the small villages off the beaten path. It's off the beaten path that the magic lies. As we're just arriving now to kind of one of our kind of favorite getaway places. It's so true. It's off the beaten path places that you go that almost has the most curiosity. The people are curious in you, and because it's not so easy like a tourist places, you go to the restaurants where you have to like look at the card, like what is this? What is this? Your brain is forced to get out of that kind of like zombie mode, if that makes sense to you. And being here, and if you stop for directions, being away from the big cities, you have to really use sign language to try to get a hold of them, but it makes your brain and your mind think different than just it being super easy in the tourist sections. So, of course, not saying you must travel now, but when you do, and everyone does start, make sure you go and visit the places off the beaten path. Did it. I must say, one of the first times we've come here and it hasn't been pouring rain. Halo, selamat sore. Baik, apa kabar? Ah, bagus. Bagus. We've arrived, finished eating. Thought I have a lot to say. Project Alpha though, we're starting an evening session, so I'm about to get started with that. And after, maybe I'll fill you in on a little bit what we're talking about to give a little bit more value for today, but kind of felt like one of those days just bringing you guys along. So on that note, about to plan for that, relax, we're gonna spin, and yeah, hopefully a little bit of words of wisdom for you guys at the end of today. Now, believe it or not, this is a day later. We've been here in the mountains. Amazing place if you guys can come here. If you're ever in Bali, or if you're in Bali and you want a getaway place, this is one of those places. Hey, Luna. And the cool thing is we're kind of like the only people up here. This is the infamous mountain room. And I look tired as kind of, I just woke up, but want to make this video right now just to let you guys know, and like I said, to bring you guys along, because I know a lot of you all can't maybe get out the house, or a lot of you guys can't go and travel like you want to, or do the things that you really truly feel that you should be doing and you would normally do now in a normal circumstance. But I want you guys to understand something, because it's something that I go through as well. It's to understand it's not about what you have or the situation you're in right now, it's what you make of it. It's what you make of it. Like now we're able to kind of go around and do all these different things, but if we weren't, we'd find another way to do it. You know, like I say, we're in Bali now, and people are like, well, you're in Bali, it's easy to say. But at the same time, to live in Bali wasn't my plan at all. My plan was not to stay in any country for more than probably 2 or 3 weeks. And now it's been almost a year. And it's what you make of what you have. And when I take you guys on these journeys, it's always about this discovery that I have of trying to, how can I make the most out of this? Like, how can I make the most out of this moment? How can I do something to remember this moment? As we're talking about on Project Alpha, and it's still not too late if you guys want to, you guys can get the replays of Project Alpha, because I believe we're finished by the time I upload this, is how do I want to remember this? For example, in 2020, how did you want to remember 2020? Because you can remember it as something horrible. I can remember being trapped in Bali as just being stuck for a year in Bali. And okay, I did a lot of things, but what do you do? How do you manage to keep on dreaming once you're living the dream that you've chosen? So that's kind of what the question is. And kind of as I'm here and, you know, I think we're just going to probably chill out here. Just wanted to bring that to your attention. Wanted to bring you guys along to here. I don't know what else we're doing here. I think we're just kind of chilling out. I'm probably going to spend a lot of time just right here, enjoying and relaxing. But I love bringing you guys along. I love bringing you guys on a journey because it doesn't really matter sometimes what it even is that you're doing in the journey. It's just that you just go. You go. Like we just left by Canggu and Uluwatu, came here to go. No objective, nothing we're really going to have planned to do. Just be here. And sometimes it's amazing. Oh, you can see the clouds rolling in. And being here is a reminder to always remember to be a human being, not a human doing. And I guess on that note, that's all I kind of say. And this is the place where we are. If you guys want to come check it out. Right there. And on that note, I just woke up. Gonna go and relax. I'm gonna go and relax, work a little bit, and I'll speak to you guys all later. But I wanted to bring you guys along. Hope this kind of made you feel like you got out the house, gave you a little bit of thoughts to think about. And on that note, I'll speak to you guys all later. And everyone always remember to work hard, be brave. Don't forget to smile. Ciao.